What's happening, guys, and welcome to my mailbox video. I said probably about a week ago that I wanted to start doing a mailbox video. I got a couple of questions, some really good ones, so here it is. It'll be a regular thing, maybe not every week, just depends how many questions I get asked, if any. Maybe people just don't like me. Who knows? So I'm going to go through a couple of questions, got some gameplay in the background, so what more do you want? Get a cup of tea. Job done. First question. One of the best questions, by Louis Iller. He PM'd me directly on YouTube and said, "Why so pro?" Well, Louis, I just eat my Weetabix. It's that simple. I don't actually eat Weetabix. I hate Weetabix. Cup of tea. I drink lots of tea. Lots of tea. If you live in the UK, tea will be familiar to you. If you live in America, then probably coffee's your main source of caffeine. Over here in the UK, though, well, coffee's still popular in the UK, but tea is where it's at for me. Moving swiftly on. Raging Bambi via Twitter. Hey, just thought I'd ask you for your mailbox, what does your name mean? Well, it's quite a good question, really. It's not the name I always had. When I first started gaming, I played a game called Delta Force 2. I don't know if anyone even remembers that game. And then I moved to Counter-Strike. Well, it wasn't 1.6 at the time. It was like in beta back then. I originally had the name, when I used to play on 56k modem with a team who were all on 56k modem. We had quite a disadvantage when we were playing against other people. And my name used to be Sonic Storm. Yeah, that's right, Sonic Storm. I eventually changed that and I just went to Shock. Big S, big K. I know, elaborate. And then eventually I kind of, met my wife and I stopped gaming for a little bit. And when I eventually sort of came back, I just fancied a change. And I was actually listening to the radio. I think I was on my way back from work, listening to the radio. And there was a song on the radio from a band called Hadouken. Now, I don't actually, I'm not that hurt, I don't like their music that much, but I don't know, this name just sort of rung in my head, I guess. And that was the name I chose. The reason it's got 3 Z's at the end is nothing short of the fact that Hadouken was taken when I got it on Origin. So I added 3 Z's. I tried adding 1 Z, I tried adding 2 Z's, I eventually had to add 3. And that's the name I use on everything now. Next question from Lee Ray via a comment. Where in Wales do you live? I'm not asking for your full address, just the general location. Well, that's good, Lee Ray. I'm not going to give you my full address, but I live in Shropshire, a place called Oswestry. It's a little town. That is in England. Now, I'm from Wales originally. My mum still lives over there. My sister still lives over there. I'm only sort of maybe 15 minutes across the border into England. I'm originally from a place called Wrexham in Wales. Really funny story, actually. I'm from this place, Wrexham. It's a town in North Wales. They have a football stadium called the Racecourse, okay? When I went to DreamHack in Sweden, there is an airport in a place called Göteborg. It's a really, really small airport, really small place. As I'm checking my flight ticket to come home, this amazingly looking Scandinavian gentleman, he's got this huge Scandinavian beard, he looks very Scandinavian. He looks at my passport, which has obviously got my place of birth, and he said, "Do you know the racecourse?" And I'm like, "Yeah, the stadium in Wrexham." And he's like, "I've been there loads of times." And I'm like, what? He's in this small little town in Sweden, and just by some amazing bit of luck or coincidence, he knew exactly where I lived. It was really surreal, actually. Really surreal. But yeah, that's my funny story. Next question from Cinders97 via a comment. Do you think they will fix all the problems in Battlefield 4 ever, or will it have them forever? This is an answer I don't want to give, but the truthful answer is no, I don't. I don't think they will fix all the problems in it at all. the way that it feels to me right now is that, if I'm honest, they don't know how to fix the main problems. It seems to be like there is a big underlying issue with the game right now that is stopping them fixing certain big issues, like the netcode and certain hit registration problems that are going on right now. I think they'll chip away at it over the next 6 months, definitely, and I think a lot of the smaller things they will fix. You got to remember now, we are sort of 3 months into the game's release, and there are so many small bugs that haven't even got any attention yet because they're still so focused on trying to fix the old stuff. This last patch that came out a couple of days ago, there was 3 things on there that it said it had fixed, and it actually made them worse. It said it had fixed the health showing up. It will now more accurately show the health of the person that killed you. It doesn't show it more accurately. It now glitches to 0%, 80% of the time, regardless of what health they're on. So they say they've fixed something, they've actually made it worse. I don't know whether that's because they're rushing to get stuff out, they're not testing it properly, whatever. I know DICE is a good developer, and I'm sure they will get the game to a better state. Do I think they'll fix all the problems? No, not even close. I think they've done some serious damage with the release of Battlefield 4. Them and EA. Next question is from Fatman Paradox via Twitter. What is your idea of a successful life? That's a very good question, actually. What is my idea of a successful life? Well, I think my idea is just to be good at something and be recognized for being good at something. Like myself and my wife, we live a average, I would say average, comfortable life. We're not rich, we're not poor. We get by. I think my idea of a successful life was to make something of myself. I've never really been particularly good at anything, if I'm truthful. I like a lot of sports. I'm not particularly good at sports. I'm reasonably intelligent, but I'm not. I don't think I've got enough concentration to go to uni, to be honest with you. That's why I probably never went. I don't really study very well. I've just never really been particularly good, at everything or anything. The only thing that I've had a modicum of of success in is gaming. I've always been relatively good at gaming, just because I think I just play it a lot. I played it since I was a very, very young boy. I played on consoles. I had the Segas, I had the Super Nintendos. I even had a Dreamcast. I know, feel sorry for me. And I got into PC gaming at a very, very young age. I was playing PC gaming sort of like when I was 12, whatever, and I was playing games regularly. And I think I wouldn't say I'm the best player in the world at anything, but I would say I can pick up most FPS games, and with a little bit of practice, I can be pretty decent at them. And that's one of the only things that I'm good at. And the idea of my YouTube channel wasn't to make money. It wasn't like, let's go make some money, because I don't make money off YouTube, and I possibly never will. I think why I did YouTube was because I almost wanted to, be good at something, and have people recognize me to be good at something, I suppose, in a roundabout way. And maybe one day that'll happen, maybe one day it won't. But the idea of YouTube is I'm playing games anyway. Why not record them and, splash out some thoughts? Why not? What harm's it going to do? Next question from Acrodog6 via a comment. What made you join Exertus Esports? As I am a long-time fan of the team and hope to one day join them. Well, myself and a certain Jack Frags, you'll probably know Jack Frags. I've played Battlefield with Jack for a little while now. He played in a team with myself when we needed another player to go to an event in the UK. Probably 2 years ago now, maybe. And so he played with us, and I've sort of been playing in teams with him ever since. Before Battlefield 4 came out, we were talking and we wanted to get into a decent team, either start one, join one, whatever. And Jack was alerted that a team over at Exertus Esports were were looking for some players. I had not really heard of them before. I mean, it is an American organisation, so over in the UK I wasn't that familiar with them. But we started playing with them, and the rest is history, to be honest with you, as they say. So I'll probably call it there. I do have more questions to answer, and I will answer them, and I appreciate everyone who did ask a question or take the time out to write a comment. I will answer your question next week. I just don't want to have a 20-minute video, if you know what I mean. So yeah, thanks guys. I mean, this time, post your comments below. Hit me up on Twitter, Hadoukens 3Zs. Now you know why there's 3Zs. And I'll get another video out next week. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was insightful. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.